day. People are selling and buying homes down there. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So, uh, I guess it's as a seller's market or buyer's market together in Florida. Is that right? Is selling and buying together same is equal?
Yeah, well, right now they say it's more of a buyer's market. We don't have enough homes on the market right now.
Uh-huh.
But the villages, and there are some other builders, new home construction actually started to pick up. I don't know, I didn't have the statistics with me here, but the villages is kind of a master plan community, and they have their own sales office, or we can come in and sell resale. There's a lot of brokerages. You see Remax here, Keller Williams here, Coldwell Banker here, all the different brokerage houses are here. But the villages also have their own sales office, and they do their own construction. A couple months ago, I spoke to one of the realtors that works for the villages who told me that their statistics, and I don't have this is documented, but this is kind of just in conversation, that they were between new construction and their resale selling approximately 500 homes a month just in the villages. Community.
That's great.
So there's homes everywhere, and acreage, and horse farms, and businesses. It's definitely a lot better than it was a few years ago. But I agree with Tim. I think it may be a bit fragile. I'm not an expert, but I think that everybody that I talk to is concerned that mortgage rates could go up, and the fact that mortgage rates have stayed close to 4%, last year and this year has helped.
Right, and Tim, question for you: how is the house market for you? Is it a seller's market or buyer's market right now where you are?
It's definitely a seller's market because there's a shortage of listings.
Okay.
So sellers can be very demanding of buyers, and they definitely have a lot of strength over buyers right now.
So it's a seller's market then. Is that what you're telling me? Sellers, not buyers.
Sellers are in the power seat for sure.
Okay. All right, Susan, again, how many clients do you separates you from Keller Williams? Can you talk about that for a little bit? How many chains of businesses do you have compared to Keller Williams or Windermere? Can you talk about that for a little bit? Do you know the specs on that, by the way?
I don't know the statistics. As I mentioned, we were at it was a Florida Georgia South rally for Coldwell Banker, and each market really we were talking about that. I was in a course for our previews luxury homes, and then the second day I was in the rally. And we had different people in the luxury market, and different people, the offices that sell all price ranges. And depending on the price range, and depending on the geography, how big it is for that, that particular brokerage office, and depending on the statistics, because as we all know, statistics can be used in different ways.
Right.
So in the real estate market, you might look at total dollars. So you might look at total number of houses that you listed, total number of houses that you bought, because you may have Coldwell Banker may list the house, but a Keller Williams or a Century 21 agent sells the house. In our market, we generally lead in most of the categories, but I'm not a principal of the company, so to say the actual statistics, they get them through the local realtor boards. We're members of, not every real estate agent is a realtor, but we are members of the National Association of Realtors, then we're members of the Florida Association of Realtors, and then the local boards, and they track that, and then we get a monthly report, but I don't have that in front of me. I didn't know you were going to ask me that question.
I want to get Tim. Can you answer that question? By the way, go ahead. Can you try to answer that question?
traded in their own true religion on Wall Street.
Uh-huh.
It's been around 100 years, like Susan said, whereas Keller Williams is privately held and been around 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So the sales volume is definitely higher. But we're just maybe a few thousand salespeople or more, which is a new phenomenon. Mm. And the Coldwell Banker brand has definitely got a huge stronghold in the distinctive homes.
Right.
Luxury home section.
Right.
And each of the Coldwell Banker offices in any particular area are franchised. So like up here, it's Coldwell Banker Burnett because it's Ralph Burnett.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And if you go down into Florida, I'm not sure which people would be distinctive to which franchise.
Uh-huh.
But there's more dollars done through Coldwell Banker than through Keller Williams.
Okay. Well, that's great.